Dwarfs. Previously, miscellanea. Much of the city was smoothed. More of the recreation pit was carved. It was determined that our domesticated giant cave spider, who is now being allowed to, well, not domesticated yet, tamed. Proper, full-on domestication would be only something we could apply to its eventual offspring if we found it a partner. But yes, our friend spider, sadly, would not be usable for silk farming in its friendly state. She is too friendly. Cannot summon up the necessary anger to produce web. And the magma card system has been delivering steady amounts of precious pyrotechnic goo. Slowly filling the reservoirs for our upper floor industry. And, oh right, the particular immediate concern event was maybe on the as also when the last session ended. Meanwhile, over here, in the cave pond, yes, Sarek. Sarek is here. Sarek can swim. Sarek is swimming near our water inlet and produces deadly dust of some sort. Mysterious stone bug. Seems to be happy, just kinda aimlessly climbing around. Who knows how long that'll hold up. However, life goes on. Oh yes, also, our esteemed Duke has managed to occasionally pry himself away from the endless task of smoothing his prison. He managed to set up his furnace and his personal forge, and is now in the process of tearing down the bricks between him and his one starter log. A reigning concern regarding the beast and its dust is if the effects of the dust are like water transmutable. If the dust is washing off into that pond, and if it could then flow into our system. My, like, half recollection of how some other contaminants work is that they are, like, they kind of have weight. So if they're in a body of water that has some degree of depth to it, they will only exist at the bottom. And so wells will draw from the top first, and so they'll be taking the clean water that's on the surface instead. However, that's other contaminants. No idea how forgotten dust behaves. It could do anything. A miscellaneous dead stray dog. A veteran of the Gorlak fights. A good dog. To be remembered. Yeah, he seems to be drifting closer. The creature will soon come ashore. So, get the gulfs over here, behind the battlements. Get the sacks out in the field. And I guess, yeah, also the fences. Mercenary team should get itself involved. Leave the conquerors in reserve upstairs, doing as they do. Yep, this is happening. Here we go. Or... Sir? Mysterious gem beast, are you... We're finding a lot of dead dogs. This one also covered in Gorlak blood. A little bit of Gorlak blood. Not as peaceful as they first appeared. Oh, they're fighting back when assailed by our dogs. Oh, no, he's circling around. Just where exactly are you pathing to? There. It has made landfall. The battle begins, and wow, that's miasma. That's, I guess there's a dog corpse in the middle of that. Something's gone off. And more of our mysteriously wounded dogs. Alright, the battle is joined, with Mark's dwarves getting up directly in front of the monster. Frozen extract. Right, there's the creature itself. Why frozen? Could it be liquid? Could it be gas? In other states? Why is it, I guess it's just, its dust is kind of just crystals it's laying around. It sheds perilous gems and is already cut open. Combat reports. It breathes clouds of horrible gem dust. Yep, there we go. Now it's spreading out. Yeah, here's this cloud that is going to engulf probably all 4 of these dwarves. Or more. Or it goes all directions, it's just a burst. Okay. Yep, there he is, conducting his move. Hopefully whatever symptoms that causes are slow enough to not get in the way of the fight itself. Does have that nice juicy torso wound so far. Okay, what has happened to you, Azum? You're pretty torn up. It would be good to filter out if this is a result of getting a face full of crystal gas or if, like, you got punched. Yes, you, the reservist. You did get caught in a cloud of gas. You've taken friendly fire. Looking sickly, but that's after you've been shot like 6 times. Yeah, that is the case. You've been shot a bunch. And then someone got thrown at you? Maybe knocked around by the gas? Alright, the important information that is coming out of this is currently existing weaponry is powerful enough to harm it. The bolts are cracking its shell. And thus our melee weapons can probably also do a number on it. We'll be able to tear it up. Not as decisively as we would a creature of meat. But we'll give it a solid try. It's in there somewhere. Wobbly's here. Where is the creature? Do we still have it? Yeah, there it is. Somewhere in what tile are you actually standing on, creature? Oh, you've... Did it leap? Did it climb? At least briefly off the ground. It seems to be climbing a little bit every so often, just to try and get above the fray. So far, our only wounded is the reservist. Only direct injuries have been self-induced on the part of our army. However, everyone I've thrown in here has gotten, like, several facefuls of this dust. Whatever it does, we're gonna find out about it. In a very big way. Oh, there we go, it's collecting more wounds. And the melee fighters are now in there somewhere. Maybe they make contact. Just keeps spitting out more dust. It's in here somewhere. Alright, there, we found it, and one of our people is on top of it. It is real quick on the draw with this dust. And the frame rate is not happy about it at all. Come on. Come on, where are you? Let me just escalate to a direct kill order, if I can find you. Alright, time can continue to flow while... Oh, wait. Hold on. Do we have it? They may have landed the kill. Yes. Alright, mission accomplished. Alright, I'm just gonna let you all go back to what you were doing. Now, fortunately, by my understanding, this is poisonous rather than disease-inducing in a broader sense. Deadly dust should not be contagious in whatever this is going to do. And there's very large question mark over what exactly that will entail. Poisons and plagues and so forth that are attached to the beast's reservist Sakembu's wounds. Fine expression of teamwork. And this adventurous dwarf is gonna go put that body in the stockpile. But yeah, such effects are procedurally generated out of a very large list of potential systems, syndromes, symptoms. There are a lot of things disease can be. And from that, a lot of ways it can interact with the world. Let me get everybody to just reclaim. Yeah, just all the ammo that was spent in this skirmish. All these proven munitions. Bring him home. And yeah, some of these bolts wound up with a healthy coating of horrible gem poison. So whatever it does, we'll be able to launch a bit at our enemies. In the one roundabout way that is currently possible. At some point, there will be mechanics in place for deliberately extracting and employing various toxic substances out of animals. A lot of the framework for it already exists. The mechanic itself has yet to be implemented. Options for treating disease are going to be largely a matter of if our doctors are good enough at handling symptoms. If whatever the dust does is mild enough for a dwarf to endure it, and our doctors skilled enough to, shepherd them through surviving the syndrome, then they'll be fine. Otherwise, doomed. And sometimes you can have syndromes that have, like, non-fatal symptoms that just serve as a lifetime of inconvenience. Like cave spider venom. Alright, the Duke has retrieved his log. soon. Alright, I wanted to, yeah, down to the city. Let me get a slab carved for that hero. We have learned of the deaths of 3 wombat men. Who will tell their tale? Wait, you're dead? How? Are you memorialized if I haven't carved any slab of you? It seems to be the opposite of what one would expect. Do you know what? I want slabs of these wombat men. What is their deal? Get forensics on this. Oh yeah, the Eve slab is definitely... That's a mystery to be solved. Looks like our cruising frame rate is managing to get to a healthy 20 sometimes. For now, life goes on. Oh, and we managed to disassemble one of the regular forges. Good. So begins the age of magma. Or wait, hold on. Hold on, no. Gotta put the hole in. The floor is too much of an insulator. We need that direct access. It's also possible some number of these dogs are just dying of age. The fort is many a year old, and we had a kind of a population explosion of dog at some point. This may just be a generation passing quietly. Carry on carving the murder pit. The sport hole. We are visited by a human man. Do we have some sort of champion Gorlak who's managing to murder all our dogs? I at some point released the Gorlaks. Surface is a healthy coating of green. Just take the time to sneak more parts into the bit launcher there. In time, perhaps. It's a health system. Got a bunch of pending diagnoses for our various animals. Did any of our soldiers want the attention? Now the gun yolk is looking for stitches, bandages. And they seem to be the only person who's engaging the health system at the moment. Our folks have full suits of armor, so that offers them a fair deal of protection against environmental hazards. As long as everyone in the fortress has shoes. So long as we have footwear, everything will be fine. Ensure that children learn from an early age to always wear their socks and shoes. The floor is deadly, flesh-rotting poison. Well, it might be. We don't know for sure. Perhaps the dust is harmless. Doesn't seem to have stuck around on the surfaces. And that's just more stench radiating out of the hallway. So, what's going on here? Doctor who is giving you trouble. Well, at least they're in the hospital being observed. I believe that is a sign that they've been stitched. coating of tears on each eye. It looks to be in here with broken ribs. And that would be a bunch of cloths that we're getting bandaged. No health problems, just, you know, shattered ribs. Torso carved wide open, but no, that's not a health thing. Cleaned up, stitched, in the process of being bandaged. They will perhaps be fine. Dr. Kide seems to be having great difficulty locating any patients. These things happen. Part of the Dorf cycle. Also, let's see, I think I'm gonna take a bunch of folks here and permit them to do strand extraction. Because we have all that adamantine laying around. And we have adamantine processing jobs that are just clogging up the craft shops right now. Which I suppose is a matter of having just not enough strand extractors. And just the thought of having someone who properly specializes in it to get good at it and do it quickly. Like, that's a nice thought, but really it's something that I would want to correspond with actually bothering to, like, designate out ownership of various shops to have them specialize. And it's not like the strands have a quality level or anything, it's just a matter of amount of time it takes to process each one. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Just anyone can... What verb would you even... Shear the rock? Oh yes, I also became vaguely aware that something I should do if I just get out the locations. I should go ahead and assign some people to be officially in charge of our various facilities here. Or in particular, the stronger of those that I'm planning to sort out. Is actually, yeah, you can have like dedicated performers of the temples as well. Or the library, one was assign a scholar and a scribe. Perhaps several scribe, and then our local thinkers will be able to actually start creating book. Somewhere in these I did have folks who were intended for such acts of higher reason. Yeah, there we go, the bibliothecary. Bibliothecary, yeah, there, that's words I wrote. And I thought I generated some writing material earlier. Perhaps he got caught up in things. Bioengineer. For now, we'll just go with a couple of library staff. Dr. Bees. Or wait, no. Dr. Bees, you do research. For as much as that means anything. Yes, Master Bees. You will carry on. Join in the studies. Yes, I suppose I've not generated any paper. No, I have 55 sheets. Just no one's using them. Well, maybe that's a matter of stocking the library as a job for the scribes. We'll see if that sorts itself out. few steps more before we get to the baseline. Larry's just having endless trouble trying to pin down his patient. Maybe it's just a very feisty dog. Maybe he wants to diagnose the giant spider. Folks, could we please rinse the gore off of the beds in the recovery ward? We have a pile of dust up here. So perhaps some amounts of it are getting around. Maybe it fell off his stuff. Or wait, the patient is no longer in bed. Where'd he gone? Already back on the job. Alright, stitched, bandaged, and just sent on their way. Possible symptoms of the dust remain a mystery. One-year-old. This is still serving as an office. And the Duke remains dissatisfied with the state of his tomb. Alright, guess I'll engrave everything else. Art everywhere. Powerful value multiplier, just injecting art into things. Hmm. Get a slab on this right away. Just falling over dead in the hallway. That's consistent with age. That's just how dwarfs go. Peacefully on their feet. Body already being pulled away. The fort may just be having a die-off of aging things. Giant squid leather. Right there, we have our access hole open. Now, magma. And let's see here. I think we can pull the switch on the next door. Yeah, at the moment this assemblage has some fours wiggling around. It's pretty healthy to just split it off. That's about right for how I paced out the spacing on these separators. After each one, it's going to roughly double in size, till filled. And yeah, with that one open. Activate those two forges, and not yet that furnace. Oh yeah, I suppose in the places where I did designate these slabs, definitely make them high priority. Solve the mystery of these wombat men. Who are they? Or wait, fine, yeah. Those strands are being worked on right this minute. Let them happen. After the slabs are carved, we'll perhaps have more information. It's operational. There is perhaps not enough magma underneath it right this moment. Must resume filling the machine. Well, continue. It's in progress. Who's this tiny... Ah, right, we have an elf. Who admires clever traps. One of the first elves. Currently more rude. Currently more shameless. Dedicated to the ruthless protection of nature. holds very few connections to any other things. Let me just go ahead and remind myself of exactly what is necessary to make Forge go. Probably just a minimum depth of magma. Dorf Wiki's misbehaving. I have to resolve this mystery by my own hand. Really just probably needs more magma. In life, most problems just apply magma. I want to keep an eye on those slabs. They contain valuable information. Alright, yeah, old age death. No further information, only that they are dead. Missing person slab. And these are old ones that... The color flax made her happy. Did I make redundant copies of some of these, or just not finish migrating all of them from the old slab yard? Yeah, that's way old. Died of complications to beard injuries during the Trog Wars. Good to know that so many of the people we memorialize are, to some degree, faithful to their families. Enough to get it noted on their slab. Well, for the time being, we seem to have the absence of a crisis. Been no immediate repercussions from the dust battle. A moody dwarf. Mason moods can get a lot done. Oh wait, wrong menus. Looking for job lists. Where our many slabs are being engaged. A lot of the palace is getting smoothed out. Where did my artifact bed end up? My llama bone bed, tenacious taxes. Yeah, there we go. I just had it sequestered away to make sure I didn't accidentally place it in some sort of normal room. I'll just go ahead and install that in the, the Memorial King's Chamber. If that's bedroom, right? Yeah, this is tomb. That's bedroom. Whatever complications the rest of the fortress faces. Work on the death pit proceeds smoothly. How do I feel about conducting elf business? Do we have any appropriate merchandise? We'll see what's in stock. Sportus has had a harder time maintaining like a bulk supply of craft material than most forts are usually run. normal to just sort of have a bottomless pit of mugs. Other souvenirs. Alright, so being showcased here, there's this, in a post-minecart world, very easy to implement a little bit of a helpful exploit that exists. It's called the quantum stockpile. You can see here there's a pretty hefty pile of logs forming on this one tile. Whereas normally you can only fit one log on a tile when you're doing storage. There are several ways to get things to stack up while ignoring that limit, and they will otherwise behave normally. One of them is if you have a cart stop that empties things onto a square, it doesn't care if there's already objects in the square, they'll just go. And so by taking a stockpile, loading its contents into a cart, and then just shoving them over any amount of distance at all, you just get them compressed. Tiny space. So begin the mysteries. Epibera bone, big iron, sheeple, almond logs, cave silk, toad bones, coal, and a rough pinfire opal. Alright, surprise me. And all the slab carving is underway. Good to see it getting properly attended to. We apparently finished making one of our orders for hundreds of doors. And the merchandise is at least on its way. Suppose we did lose one gulf of wire. No pressing need to replace them right off. team needs time to mourn. Okay, most of what's in here is actual stuff I don't want to throw away. Two male giant cougars. What? There's a breeding pair of giant cougar. You will have my finest backpacks. Alright, that's probably not enough for both of them. Hold on. What of value is just sitting in the pile here? You grab some clothing. Unless they hate plant cloth. Definitely can't be anything in a barrel. Get some of my gems out here. Apparently I have several bins of gems. I could stand to cut more gems. Wood, what's the primary thing they hit, but don't want to risk ruining this deal on anything borderline. No gray areas. You get rocks, you get leather. Would you like this forgotten beast corpse? It's covered in deadly dust. let's just create more merchandise. By all available means. Alright, so how much stuff was in there? 700 bucks worth of miscellaneous, mostly rough gems. Should cut more of these gems. Ah, damn it. I let a tree sneak in there. This crutch. I didn't notice this crutch. Well, it's ruined now. The dream is over. Yeah, calling a medical tool a rude bauble. It is you who is rude. Those help the sick. The coal was the primary ingredient. Dabbling Fern, the new admirer. On it, art of an elf being murdered by a giant bird. Topical. And a picture of a tree in iron. Good addition to the fort. Alright, good. We managed to regain some threes in the magma trough. And with the plan, the next step will be adding another 16 tiles to it. I just gotta wait till we start seeing 4s. Possibly wait till it's full entirely so we can confirm or deny that the forges will even operate. Slow and steady work. Roundabout, labor-intensive, at great risk of bodily harm. Traditional dwarven industry at its finest. Alright, memorial to Wombat Man. Tell me what you got. There is a missing Wombat Man. Maybe? There were some of these outside the siege, right? Just a traveling Wombat family. We know this one loved crowns. Casualty of beast fight. Actual cause of death, the many shot wounds. Suffocated by ammunition. Missing. Also missing. And that's all we've carved. We'll be getting the good news about Eve soon. How many of these would I need? $15 across the top. Could instead think of that as 30 down each side and 13 across the top for 43. And then another 10 down here, 53. So if I make 64 windows. Make myself a nice viewing platform. Set up a little bit of token walls so that I can have doors locking off the bridge. You can't actually organize arenas from which you would have people observe the sports. This will be just purely a matter of appearance. Would make it a meeting hall. Just have the nice ring cafeteria with view of Murder Pit. Our regular dining hall is already underutilized. I suppose that's a matter of taverns existing now and more folks hanging around in there. There's a lot of miscellanea there. I think I will do something about this. Begin storage compression. Would someone please get that sock out of the way? It's holding up very important public work. All the while, our legendary historic monster corpse is just kind of laying there in the sun. One of its feet. All sitting comfortably next to the pile of capybara teeth. Yeah, there we go. There's the wombat man. A giant horned owl died out here. Such powerful bones. Such a sizable population. I could just as well start having hunters again. Forges remain inoperable for now. The mobile versions of Dwarf Wiki pages are loading fine. Alright, with that confirming, you need at least 4 out of 7 magma in order to power a forge. Won't be too long. Although that also creates a bit of an argument for just letting this finish filling up. Or doing any further split, and that way we could maintain power. If I let it get up to 7s, then it'll be 3s and 4s in the resulting follow-up pool, sloshing around. Whereas splitting at 4s gets me all the way back down to 2s. It'll all be worth it when we finally clear out this backlog of captives. For so long, just sitting here with nothing to do but stare at the dogs. It will finally have a place, a purpose. Get some more nesting boxes for our birds. I think perhaps something is wrong when this set of turkey eggs. Under this hen corpse. Wait, is that all of my turkey? Did my starter birds just manage to spend their entire lives never getting an egg harvested? No, I have one live hen. Two live hens. Do I have a gobbler? The mysteries. Trying to actually do anything with livestock is terribly inconvenient. One of many systems in the game that just doesn't have a macro management tool in place, and really wants one. Alright, he has not yet used the log. He's just coincidentally smoothing the floor underneath the smelter. Making sure his workspace is perfect. He's become skilled at engraving. Drawing ever closer to understanding of true smoothness. Where he lays dead and dreaming in his frictionless spherical prison. That just left me contemplating what contact with a frictionless surface would even entail. It wouldn't feel like anything. I may someday seek to architect a more powerful magma transfer system. For which doing that just getting that marked out, that's a pretty good portion of the way up. And then I would just need to adjust in whichever direction was necessary. So I suppose for now I can just continue to flag a column. And here it bumps into where I have the carts running. Though, if I then brought this into existence, the carts would become obsolete, so it would be fine to barge in on top of them. Alright, here we go. Here's reaching one of the cave layers. And here's a major reconfiguring would be needed. Or perhaps not too major, because there is this here. The column that then gets right back into the rock. And then there the problem is it intersects with food storage. And the farm layer. However, that would be most of the way up, so getting magma as far as here would be a victory. That's getting it to the same layer as the current magma reservoir. Trying to go any further up from there would just be stretch goal. I could try to conceive of how it would be done. Like, yeah, let's just see what I can do ascending from there. Looking good. Alright, just taking the time to scout out the possibilities there. Where with the fundamentals of what I've just designated out there is the heart of the space I would need to allocate to build a big ol' stack of interlocking pumps. Could then be used to haul magma up one layer at a time. All 158 steps. All the way up to the surface, where we could then do all kinds of things with it. probably upon arriving with the surface, like, hollow out one of these old hills and stuff it in there. Although carrying that out is a yet more extensive project. The reason I went with the magma cart system in the first place, that as much tedium as it took to make this work, that is only a fraction of the necessary efforts in order to build a 160 layer tall pump stack. Or for that, we're going to need to build 160 screw pumps and all of the infrastructure, do all the digging necessary to install those pumps hooked into each other on top of each other, pumping back and forth between reservoirs on a series of layers. And then build all the necessary power generating stuff to drive all of those pumps from somewhere, either up on the surface with water wheels and wind, or, well, since the whole thing is going to eventually reach the surface, that's kind of the only way it could be done. If I put water wheels into the brook directly, will that work? Do I have to hollow it out first, or is this valid? Find out. Because if that's okay, I can then turn the brook into a big old generator. Just making sure to then properly, secure all of these wheels behind walls so they don't get vandalized during sieges. Baron is about to become very upset. No one has made his gauntlet. Try to change that at the last minute. Are we out of bones? Okay, good. I have younger rams. Let's just cull some of our older sheep. Another reason to re-implement hunting, I suppose. Having a steady supply of bodies. Oh, you've been allowed to hunt this whole time. We'll save a few in there regardless. If those work as they are right there, then I can just put in a whole bunch of them in a row. And let's see, how much power does a screw pump want? 10 points of power. And then any additional mechanisms that we need in order to redirect things. Any axles, any gearboxes, those will all add demand. So just to be generous, we're gonna need like 2,000 power to run a magma pump system. Wherever reference our windmills here, generating 40. And a water wheel that's running properly should pull off 100 each, I think. Yes, 100 units of mechanical power. Although 10 of those are then immediately consumed by the wheel itself. In other words, 90 each. And the river is 4 wide. So 5 sets of this, if they work, would be a reasonable foundation for the power system. Gosmer. Rib fox with a poisonous bite. Mold itches, the deep cysts, the grossest animal. Alright, perhaps that will be in position to fight one of our other beasts. I think this is part of Slaan's territory? How is dear old Slaan? Just peacefully swimming around. Yep, there it is. It has access. And it's quite swift. Like, that's how fast it's shuffling along when we're at 15 frames. Uncertain if it can swim. We'll see, it probably can. For now, it's just meandering quickly. I'm just gonna cut away to the interior here, because more of our slabs should be ready by now. Yes. Eve went missing in 255. That's all we know. Mauled by crocodile. I didn't look at that one. We'll see it when we see it. When it's set up, when it's ready. No sooner, no later. Lawn remains okay. Sniffing around our perimeter wall. Even if there is a line between them, it's a very narrow one, so it's possible they'll go quite a while without actually bumping into each other. The stairs are covered with someone's teeth. Will no one deal with this sock? We got an architect out to consider the wheel. In time, that may see progress. And no reports of secondary illness from anyone who was in the dust battle. Just our endless pile of wounded dogs. Alright, not bad. Magma level continues to slowly rise. Traded one strange beast for another. The dog pile continues to grow. And otherwise, the fortress has just continued to survive. Right, there we go. Confirmation that the fox will swim. The fox is swimming its way toward the inlet. We're gonna have to fight another big monster. This one won't be bad. It's made of meat. We can deal with meat. I'm starting to wind down the session, but if it's just gonna come ashore and try to step up to us, then I may as well answer the call. Get the sacks down here. Sacks and the sieges. Yep, it's closing in on our beaches. Come on, let's do it. I dare you. Fight me, monster. Where you going, buddy? Artie's right here. This cowardly beast. Fine. Have it your way. Oh, we traded one strange beast for another. Creature without any spine. Not in, the good way, that Salon is spineless. As a subset of him being otherwise completely boneless. Something that should spine but doesn't. True abomination. But otherwise, Fort's alright. Fort is dwarves.